topic of this work is modeling of flood and inundation hazard of the floodplain of Benue River using the most sensitive geographic information system. What test is densely populated and has the richest soils. It's also the economic hub for the state, so when it is flooded, economic activity in the state comes to a halt. Those are the aims of this study. The specific objectives are listed. Go to materials and methods. Materials and methods. Hydrologic data for this study was obtained from NAMED, Public Office, from 1979 to 2013 and processed. Then state data was obtained from NEWA office in Makodi and Lokoja. Case data was obtained for agricultural production from Canada and analyzed statistically. Calculators used and listed. Go ahead. Normalized difference vegetation index is also used for this study. The NDVI index is a measure of how well or how sick a plant is, and is directly linked to how well or how good that plant can produce. Right. This is the schematic diagram for the experimental methodology. We have three inputs. We have the remote sense data input, we have the GIS data input, we have the rainfall. The remote sense data input gives you a thematic map, while the GIS data gives you a DE and digital elevation model. And the rainfall data with it you can get your rainfall or stage information into heights. And when you interact the thematic map with the digital elevation model, it gives you the areas that are submerged at a return period. And then you get your results, the models of the areas. This is this, that when you have an area here which the digital elevation model has shown to be, say, about 10 millimeters in height, and then your rainfall or your state data is saying it is 11. That means that particular area is submerged. And the land use can be specified, particular location given the software, and then the area is produced and shown. Right. That is the data for the rainfall depths in millimeters. Right. The flood state data is there. The return periods and their corresponding flood stage is shown. It's a curve showing the various return periods from 2 to 100-year return periods and how they vary during that period. Right. It's a histogram showing the rainfall depths. Go ahead. And then the year. This is the years of study, and then the yield is shown by the rice yield. I've chosen rice yield in this study because it's predominantly what is used in the floodplain, what is produced in the floodplain of the Benue River. Right. It's a graph showing the yield as it varies. It shows the lowest, it shows the highest at about 1999, and the lowest is in 2012. Right. The flood stage histogram is shown. Right. It's a comparison between flood stage and rainfall. Right. And comparison between rainfall and maximum flood stages in the study area. And the yield are also tabulated. The essence of this tabulation is that I'm trying to see whether yield can be affected by flood stage. Right. What we have here is a composite band of the study area at a 2-year period. When we are talking about composite band, we are talking about the pixels that are obtained by the sublet. And when you mesh them together and then you remove the overlaps, what you get is called a composite map. And this is the model of the areas that are affected by 2 year square kilometers. It's in square kilometers, not square meters. In square kilometers is the vegetation. This is the area during flood, and this is the one after flood. When you subtract this from this, it shows you the area that is under flood. And this is the total area of this flood, 840. And these tables are for all the areas of all the return periods for 2, as I have also mentioned. Go ahead. Go on. Is the same information used? I present is statistical using a histogram. Go ahead. This is from the satellite. You can see that there are changes in the water course of the river Benue. The water course, as it is flowing due to sediments, it is changing, and you can see that at the exit it is narrowing down, which means when you narrow down a channel, you are slowing down the flow. And when you slow down the flow, you are encouraging deposits of sediments. And when flow is slowed down and it becomes stagnant, there are so much of deposited mineral salts. And no wonder this is the reason why in this area, when we took the soil sample for analysis, we discovered that it was so toxic and unsuitable for rice production. Go ahead. Downwards. Go ahead. And direction histogram. That means the flow here is predominant followed by this. It shows it's a measure. To track. Very common with people who are farming in the floodplain. Flood affects yield, either positively or negatively. So I was trying to link flood event with rice production.
You know why I'm asking this question? You have identified 7 land uses categories.
6, not 7.
Rice production is only on the cultivated land use. Which index do you pick from other land use, urbanization, mass of water, and all these things relating to this work? Did you pick anything from urbanization? Did you pick anything from water body as an index? No, use rice production as an index from agricultural land.
In the study area, not everywhere within the study area, restricted in the wetland. And that wetland, if you go there, the area of this is about 250 something. And it is within that area that rice is produced. And it was, when we are talking about agricultural survey, crop yield survey, it is within this area that we are confined.
Because why I'm saying this is that if you have identified 7 land uses and
six
rice from cultivated, you thought area you should also pick one index and use it. From water body you pick another index and use. From forested you pick one index and use. But if you are not picking, it's better you leave that index out completely. You understand? Then, you say that the river Benue has a narrow exit, a narrow gateway. By what amount?
I've not been able to determine.
You know, when you have
how narrow it is.
When you are concluding in such sensitive cases like this, you quantify it since you have generalized the total mass area covered by this water body. If it is a narrow gateway, by what amount? What does it know?
I can do that, please. That can be classified. That can be classified.
My
grow your crops or not, you suffer the question.
We should expect on land that will affect agriculture in your study area. How can we?
Now, we have agriculture. We have built up area. These are the areas that are affected. We have water bodies affected. In the event of flood, they swell up. Wetlands get worse off. Vegetation goes submerged. And so on. Let's go to the next one. Now, if you come to vegetation, at 2-year flood, you have very little land that is going to be inundated, which is 3.8, 8.3. This is the area that is going to be submerged. And agriculture, this is how much it is going to be affected. And it is so for all the return periods. So if now tells you it is 5, you get hold of this, and then you look at the phenomenon. You look at the diagram itself, it shows you the areas that are going to.
Yes, I'm agreeing with you that your model is descriptive. But I would like to suggest, if possible, you can look at what you've done. You have every information at your fingertips to put together a mathematical expression, for this avalanche of information you've gotten. You can summarize it.
You work on the structure.
Yes.
Because there are boundaries. There are boundaries. There are variables that can be established. So, it is nothing stops somebody from creating a model that makes all this your data.
Yeah.
So that even without presenting the table, one can visualize and say, if you do this and this will happen. This is what I will see. That's what, and that one will give you, it's like, how do they decorate the cake finally?
An icing.
Icing on the cake. In short, it becomes the kernel of this work.
Honestly. In fact, if that is what he has done is just the situation of.
Please. It's not going to take you anything. It's not going to take you anything. In short, that will beautify this work.
And also that the topic.
And then the topic also, because that is, I have been trying to go forth and back to see where are the models of this flood inundation. And I found, but you have every information that can capture it in an equation. You have.
I'm saying that flood inundation is not correct.
What would it be?
It's flood is an inundation of water.
Always, sir. Sorry, sir. You said we are here to learn. We are here to learn. When you have a point, it's better to point out what you are pointing out than attacking something. It's not correct. Let's know your own input.
There are things to package here. We can't locate people to your main store. This work, if I give it to you as you are standing there, you can't correct it. The lettering is upside down. The map is the other side.
I'm sorry.
No, it's not at this stage you will be sorry. Because it's like you have taken a food and then somebody has observed that people salt, then the pepper was put much more than the ulcer patient can take. You have destroyed something already.
I will do my homework.
Yes. And then the potentials will also help. Because in the listing of
The rainfall of this place contributes to the actual flooding that we experience, and that of the dam.
If you look at the correlation between rainfall and flood stage in the study area, there is no correlation. see here of homes submerged were during that time. So the flooding that takes place and has the severest consequences in the floodplain is as a result of water that comes, or I would say hydrologic activities at the upstream of the Benue River.
Not as a result of
But as a result of the local rainfall here, it has an effect southwards, downstream of this area.
So in other words, we're supposed to be working against the upstream sources.
I don't know how we can do that, because if you go to Cameroon to tell them they shouldn't release the water from their dam, they signed a document with us, which I'm aware of because we went for public hearing on this. Somebody had gone for a public hearing, a politician, and he said all he wanted was that they should settle him and construct that dam. So they settled him and they constructed that dam, and the documents are there. And Cameroon is voluntary. They released the water without notice because Nigeria had signed the document.
Accommodate.
They built a dam on the
when
house.
they release